Hello. Today we will be doing some coloring. I'm not sure which one we should do today. We'll look around a little bit. Let's see. This one with the owl seems pretty nice. Why don't we do this one today? Got lots of colored pencils here, lots of things to choose from. Personally, I just like to start going and putting in whatever colors I want. Gonna do these leaves some green, but you know, you could do any color you wanted. You can make all the leaves purple. I wonder how that's looking. Pretty good, probably. You guys coloring too, or are you just watching? It's kind of like a color along, so if you want to, you know, they usually have some free designs online you can print. And then you could just color while I color. I'm not too good at coloring, but that's okay. I find it pretty relaxing, actually. When I'm having really stressful days, sometimes I'll pull out a coloring book and put on some nice music, and then just do some coloring. Maybe it seems weird that I'm just starting off on the leaves. I don't know, the green stood out to me in the pile. Some of you might have started on the flowers first. Some of you might have started on the owl. I'm starting on the leaves. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's leaves and what's not when, like, there's all this mess over here. Like, is that a leaf? I don't know. Is it a leaf up there? I think it doesn't matter, but we'll just keep going. We always have an eraser if we make any mistakes. I think I messed up right here. You see, that's supposed to be where the wood is in the background, this little stump. That's okay. Maybe I'll try and erase it, maybe I'll leave it. Let's find out if it'll erase that well. It's not too bad. It's still a little bit there, but that's okay. It's always nice to start on lighter colors first, because if you make mistakes, you can go over them easier with the darker colors than if you were trying to go back over them with the lighter colors over darker colors. Yeah, see that? This is, I think, how it's supposed to go. What are you guys coloring? Anything fun? Animals? I always like coloring animals. Maybe, some people like to color cities. Some people like to color landscapes, people, flowers, really anything. Maybe you like to draw, maybe you're drawing. Maybe you're coloring your own drawing. That would be pretty cool. I really like how the pencil sounds against the paper. Sounds pretty nice. Well, so it looks like we got almost all that plant over here. We still got a couple more. We still need some shade these in a little better, but I'm not too particular. I like the process of coloring. It seems like maybe a leaf over here we missed. Maybe some leaves in the background. When you guys color, do you guys kind of have an idea of what you want already, or do you just kind of go wherever it takes you? Both ways have their merits. Personally, I just like to look through the pile, and if I see a color that suits me, I try and see where that color should go. But also, it could be cool to look at it and kind of imagine, like, oh, I could already see what color this is going to be, and I could already see what color these leaves are going to be, and then you can try and find the colors afterwards. I think I'm going to work on these flowers. Let's see if I can find a color that would look really good on the flowers. Maybe like a nice pink, or a purple, or a yellow might be pretty. I think I'm gonna go with pink. Maybe I'll do yellow in these little circles. We'll see. Yeah, I like that color. I don't think I've ever used this color before. The pencil seems pretty new. Sorry about that. I was just adjusting the camera. Make sure you guys can see everything I'm doing. flowers are looking pretty good. Yeah, I actually got all of the stuff that I'm using here at the at a dollar store. You know, sometimes I'll go look at places like Michael's or you know, like art stores, and they have these coloring books in there. They're very pretty, but they're usually pretty pricey. They can be like, you know, $10, $20. Personally, I just think going to the dollar store and picking up any kind of colored pencils or crayons. I like colored pencils, but markers or crayons, just for $1 or $2. There's no reason to get these really expensive ones unless there's something you really want. And they sometimes the designs are really cool in those though. But you don't need to spend a lot of money to get into art. I think a lot of people think you have to go spend a lot of money, get all these different expensive things, when in reality you could just I'm not sure what this is. In reality you could just go to the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree or anywhere and just pick up some colored pencils and a coloring book, or just even some sheets of paper, and just start drawing. That's how a lot of people get started. You don't need like anything super fancy. Okay, I started the other flower, but I think I'm gonna set this pink on the side. I should have set that green on the side too. I believe it was this one, so that way it's always a good practice to set your pencils that you are using on the side, so when you go back to them, you're not looking through the whole bag or pencil bag or wherever you store your pencils. You just have it right there. So once I go back to these other leaves, I'll just be able to grab this pencil right here rather than digging through the whole bag. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna find a nice yellow or an orange maybe. Golden mustard maybe. Let's see. Let's look at these different colors. Peach. Here's like a bright orange. Orange crush. I don't know. I'm trying to think which one I should use for this middle. This one seems a little too red. But sometimes how it looks on the pencil isn't always how it looks on the page. Like I said, if you don't know exactly which color you want to choose, it's always smart to go for the here's just a straight orange. That might be nice. Maybe I'll do just a direct orange. It's always good to do the lightest color that you want first, because you could go over it. See, if I put this peach color down, let me just show you as an example. Let's see how this peach color looks. See that? That's not exactly what I'm looking for. That's okay, because if you do the lighter colors, you can put that one away, and then say maybe I want to do a direct orange. I could go over it with that, and see how the orange just covers it right up. It doesn't blend or anything. It just goes right over it. Maybe it blends a little bit, but it's not super noticeable. If you were to go here, see, now if you go take this peach and try and go over it, can't really see the peach. Maybe it's lightening that orange a little bit, but so that's why I always think it's better to start with the lighter colors. What do you guys think of this orange? I think it looks pretty good. Maybe I'll just do the middles. Maybe I'll do the outside circles a different color. A lighter or a darker color, I'm not sure yet. Sounds like there's a dog in the background. Sorry about that. Maybe if I close these curtains a little bit, maybe that will block out the dogs barking. Doesn't sound like it. Hope that's okay. That he's barking a little bit back there. I think I'm just gonna do these orange too. I don't know much about color theory or anything. Maybe you're not supposed to put greens and pinks and oranges together, but sometimes it's okay to make things not perfect. You just you don't have to follow all the rules of art. You know, some of the best painters and artists and musicians in the world, they learned the rules first, and then they knew how to break them. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I don't know. Should I keep going around all these flowers until they're all done? Or should I start maybe working on the owl? I could work on the stump. Definitely interested to see what we do with the owl. 'Cause I'm not sure yet. In real life, owls are usually brown. But then the stump is going to be brown too. And I think we probably want the owl to stick out a little more. So that's probably why I'm going to save the owl for a little bit later. I think I'm going to continue going around on these outside flowers. Because that's been pretty fun. Okay. So it's a good thing I set my colors aside until I'm done with them, because now I could just grab this green and I can just start coloring these leaves again. I always think about the people who drew this. It's not something you probably would normally think about, but you know, someone took the time to draw this picture so that we could then come and color on it. I wonder if the people who make coloring books for a living, do you think they color their own pictures afterwards? I don't know. I'm sure when they're drawing it, they probably have an idea of what colors would go where. I wonder if they were to see mine or see yours, they might be surprised and say, wow, you put the orange there. I was thinking about putting like a yellow there, or a pink. This one has a little bit of overlap. That's okay. I usually try and think of which one's in the foreground, which one's closer to you, the front of the page, and I color over that one. Because I think this leaf goes in front of the stump. But it could be either way, so if you think the stump goes in front of the leaf, you could have put brown over there, whatever color you want for the stump. Thinking about when I edit this video, I might put some nice relaxing music in the background, but I don't know. I'll have to see what you guys prefer, because I know personally when I color I like to listen to music, so I could put some nice relaxing music in the background for you Or maybe you want to put your own music, but then still watch along and color along. I don't know. Maybe I'll do both. That way everyone has it the way they want it to be. I don't know if you guys have seen any of our other videos. I wonder what you guys think of it. Think of them. My favorite is probably our cats video. Our friend had some kittens, so he took a nice, well, he didn't have kittens, the cat had the kittens. So he took a nice video of them sleeping, and you know, some of them ended up waking up and playing around with the others, and it was definitely cute. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats, so I'm not able to go over there and see them myself. So it was nice to see his cat's kittens and see them having a lot of fun. I could see that video cheering me up after a long day. Personally, I really like going and looking at cute animal videos. We also had some videos of how to draw some simple designs. I know it's close to Christmas right now as I'm recording this, which I'm really excited for. But we were doing some nice drawing tutorials and just some simple things, you know. I think it's important to get started on the basics, and maybe you want to make a Christmas card for your friend or for your family member, and you want to, you know, I'm personally a really big advocate for hand making the cards. Sometimes those are better than the presents you get, because it shows that you put a lot of work into it and that you actually really put some time and effort into a present rather than buying just a store-bought card. You can even put your own words in there. You know, tell someone how you feel, or that you're grateful for them. Grateful for your parents, or for your family, or maybe your friends. And maybe you want to put a little Santa Claus on there, or a Christmas tree, and you don't know exactly how to do that. That's kind of the idea behind the the tutorials that we made. I don't know if we'll finish the whole drawing today. Might be, sometimes I like to take a couple days to finish these. Might need to take a break. Maybe I'll finish these flowers on the outside and then take a little break, and then later we can come back to it. I wonder what this background color is going to be. Should I just leave it white? I don't know yet. Don't know if you can hear that clinking in the background. That's it's my dog. likes to walk around the house and just... He goes from room to room to sleep. He loves sleeping. It's all he really ever does nowadays. He's very old. In dog years, he's over 105 years old. Can you believe that? It's a very long time for a dog to live. I'm very grateful to have him for this long. But now that he's older, he really likes to sleep a lot. He kind of just wanders around the house looking for the best place to sleep. Kind of wish that was my life. This is going pretty well. Got all the leaves done. I think when I move up to these leaves, I'm gonna do them in different color. Maybe a darker. They kind of look like a darker kind of leaf than these ones in my head. Well, let's move on and get all these flowers colored. So let me just double check if I can put away this green now. I believe I can. Got all the greens. Perfect. Well, I think I'm gonna put this green away after maybe I fix a little bit of these different areas I missed and shade a little better. Could always come back, even when you put the color away. So maybe you should remember it. This color is summer green. Just maybe take a mental note of what color you use, so even if you do put it back, maybe later I want to fix the shading a little more, or if I notice I missed something, then I could always come back to it. So we're going to retire summer green for now, and I'm going to move back on to the pink. So we're going to use this pink to finish coloring up all these flowers. What's your favorite flower? Do you have a favorite flower? I like sunflowers. I also like roses. Where I grew up as a kid, my grandmother had a lot of roses in the backyard, so they're kind of nostalgic for me. I really like those really small flowers when there's like a lot of them. I don't know the names of those. I think chrysanthemum is one of them, but I don't know. I don't know a lot about flowers. But I do like those bunched up little ones, like a lot of white flowers or a lot of little yellow flowers. Sorry about the little cut. There was a pretty loud plane in the background, and I just wanted to take a quick break and wait for that plane to pass. Kind of still hear it in the background if you listen. I don't know if you'll be able to. I can still hear it a little bit. Wonder where all those people on that plane are going. It's close to the holidays, like I mentioned earlier. It's close to Christmas. Maybe they're going to see some family. Maybe they're going on a vacation. Maybe they're going to somewhere where it snows. I've always wanted to do that. I've lived in a place where it doesn't snow for my whole life, so I've never had Never woken up on Christmas Day with a lot of snow outside. I think that would be pretty fun. But maybe you live somewhere where you wake up and it snows. Maybe it's really cold and I wish I could wake up on Christmas when it didn't snow. Maybe you want to wake up on Christmas Day in Hawaii. That would be pretty fun. But there's also something nice about waking up in your own home. In my experience, sometimes Santa has some trouble finding your house when you're out on vacation. But not always. He's pretty good at keeping up with that. Have you ever been anywhere far away? I like traveling a lot. I like going and seeing different countries and meeting different people. But I know some people don't like traveling. It can be pretty scary sometimes. And it can be a lot. There's a lot of new sights to see and a lot of cultural differences. But I think that's what's fun about it. Sounds like someone's doing some gardening in the background. Sorry about that again. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. We're going to be wrapping this up pretty soon. I'm going to maybe put some, like I was talking about earlier, I might put some light music over this. Maybe you'll be able to not hear it as well, or I don't know, maybe it's not going into the microphone as much. I'll definitely in the future need to find a way to block out all that sound, but for now I think it's okay. It's kind of funny when you're recording, you start thinking about all the sounds that are happening in the background. Maybe like a fan, maybe there's like a car driving by, especially a very loud car or a motorcycle, or maybe there's like some creaking in your house or a dog walking around. It's kind of the stuff you don't notice all the time. If you're just sitting around, maybe you're watching something or you're just reading a book or something, you don't really hear all these noises that are going. Sorry about that. It seems like my battery's about dead. So we're gonna have to continue this later. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see some more coloring videos like this or any kind of videos. Well, I really appreciate it. I'd love for you guys to send us some pictures. I'd love to see what you guys are coloring or drawing or what you're doing during this time. I really appreciate you guys stopping by here.